Hello guys, this is Sam, coach of the Crushing Sylvalis, and today I want to talk about my team for this season's VDL draft league. I'm in the Searing shot category, as you may have noticed. There are two different leagues in VDL. One is the I said more higher, the higher seeded league, which is the V Create, and then you have like the a bit lower league with like Searing shot, and this time I'm into Searing shot after performing not that bad last season, I would say. And yeah, so the draft finished, and I just wanted to talk about my team with you. So yeah, I first picked Cinderace for me because I actually had an eye on Cinderace a pretty long time ago because this mon just I never really used it competitively, and I always liked it. I had some very hard matchups against it, and just seeing how it performed on other players' occasions, I just thought about doing the Cinderace first pick. I actually was splitted between Cinderace and one of um, the Urshifu strike variants of single or rapid strike, but in the end I picked Cinderace, and yeah, then for my second pick, I got Rillaboom because new star is OP. Nah, I wanted some fake out and some terrain things, so I thought grassy terrain maybe something interesting for me because last season I had electric terrain, and now grassy terrain maybe get some things going with unburden and stuff. And also Rillaboom is a very hard hitting mon, sets itself up with grassy glide and all that stuff, hits like a truck, tanks like a truck. So yeah, that was my thought process behind Rillaboom. But at this point I wasn't noticing that those two, my first picks, are like two of the stars of the Sword and Shield generation, so kind of funny, not gonna lie. But yeah, Rillaboom, also a very decent move pool. U-turn, knock off, grassy glide, wood hammer, super power, high horsepower. So I would have a very big move pool on like a good tanky mon with like terrain what heals him, what sets up his priority. So yeah, that was my thought process behind Rillaboom. Next up, I picked Hitmontop because I wanted Intimidate. Last season I had 3 Intimidate, so me and Intimidate are like the best friends. And I also just liked Hitmontop. Fake out, very good priority moves. It's also not that untanky, I would say. And with you can do stuff like eject button, Hitmontop. You can also run like a offensive Hitmontop with Technician, and then like triple Axel, Mark Punch, and all that stuff. So I really liked Hitmontop as a utility pick for me to get like some speed going in my team, some fake outs, some intim cycles, so that I just have some utility on a moment. Hitmontop also has a very good move pool and could hit so many different mons, and I just like it as a tier 2 pick more than I liked Scrafty, to be honest, because I don't know, Scrafty just I never really befriended Scrafty, so I wanted to hit him on top in that occasion. After that, I picked Driftblim. I wanted an Unburden Mon, and I thought after being swept last season by a Driftblim, just try it out as that. And yeah, Driftblim, Ghost Flying, very good typing, covers a lot of weaknesses, and just in general Driftblim is a very bulky mon. With grassy seed I get like +1 defense, then with unburden I'm double speed, and then Driftblim can just hit so hard, tank much. I can also set up tailwind with it, so there were many factors why I wanted Driftblim. And yeah, after that I finally, in a draft league, after I don't know how many draft leagues, I got Silvally. I'm so happy. I just got my I just got my mascot, and I'm so happy about it, man. Silvally is such a cool mon, and oh, I just love it. I can use it with every typing. Have a like a multi attack with every typing, 120 step. It's insane. It has tailwind. It has so good coverage. even parting shot, I can be a budget Incineroar. And yeah, I just love Silvally, man. It's my most favorite Pokemon, and I'm so happy I got it. After that, I I actually had a skip, so this was a double pick for me, because I was sleeping during the draft timer because of work, and after it's being my turn again, I double picked Lapras on the one hand and Steelix on the other hand. So Lapras, the intention was I have fire, I have grass, I need a bulky water type to like get my core done. I wanted my core done and my water, fire, grass core, and Lapras would just fit in pretty well because it's also ice. And Lapras just is so bulky. I have bulky Icy Wind, I have high damage output with it. I could. Lapras just has a good move pool and destroyed me last season. And yeah, after, as I said, I picked Steelix after that. And yeah, Steelix was kind of like this pick. I want a ground mon, I want a steel mon. Why don't just pick 2 in 1? And Steelix is an awesome mon because of things like body press, heavy slam, and stuff. Steelix has some great abilities like sheer force, rough skin, iron. No, not iron head. Rock head. Is it called rock head? I think it's called like that. No recoil damage. And yeah, so I thought Steelix could be a very good tanky damage dealer, but also doesn't need to deal as much damage. You know, I maybe could even run like a set iron defense body press or stuff, and just with leftovers tank the hell out of my opponents. So yeah, that was my Steelix pick. After that, I wanted to secure a dragon, and I went into a tier 5 dragon because I thought for tier 5 Druddigan was a really awesome pick. Because like sheer force, mold breaker, I could even run a rough skin Druddigan. And in a non-dynamics format, I think Druddigan actually doesn't perform that bad because it's decently bulky. It has a pretty good attack stat. It also has a pretty decent move pool, like getting access to so many different typing attacks, what all dragons does or do. And yeah, that's why Druddigan was like a one pick for me, and I got it, and that's something that made me really happy for that, in that synergy. Um, yeah, after that I picked a demon. I'm not sure why I picked it, but my evil mind just told me to pick Toxapex. Yeah, I don't know if I want to explain that pick. I was at the point I wanted to trade Lapras away, so I wanted another. I wanted like get Lapras away with like another bulky water type to trade Lapras away in transaction time and the grace period. And Toxapex actually, it's one of my most hated mons, but it just fitted too well. I had no poison type. I wanted a poison type as well. It was water. It's pretty tanky. Has some very insane defensive stats. Has like a very decent move pool for like a defensive mon. And I have knockoff with it. I have Scald. I think it gets Icy Wind. I have Baneful Bunker. I have so many. I think Recover. Yeah, it has Recover. And I just with Regenerator in the back, it can just come in, tank a hit, maybe like burn something, poison something like that, and then just switch out or stuff like that. Toxapex just seemed too fitting for me. Well, I never actually thought I would pick that, but hey, it is how it is. And yeah, after that I picked Meowstic Female, because I needed a psychic type, and Meowstic Female seems like a pretty good idea. Like competitive to punish intimidates and stuff. Seemed decent. Meowstic female male last season was a really nice pick for me, but I didn't want it to pick something like double. So I just stick to Meowstic female in tier 5. Seems like a pretty solid pick. And yeah. Then my last pick in the round was Cursula, because I was at the point where I wasn't confident enough with my team. I didn't like it that much, so I just picked something good, like seemingly good in my eyes. And during that time, before my Cursor pick, I was already sure I will trade away the Driftblim Rillaboom stuff, because there's just too much missing in my team for myself personally. And I don't know, didn't want it to hang on to Rillaboom Driftblim, so I just picked Cursor. If I didn't trade Cursor away, I would still have a very good hitting ghost type. That was the intention behind Cursor. And yeah, after that I did some trades, I would say. I did like, I think four or five. I wasn't really happy with my team during that point, so I wanted to get some things rolling. And with that, I traded Rillaboom away, I traded Driftblim away, and Meowstic Female. And I picked Togekiss, I picked Gourgeist, and I picked Porygon. I also traded Cursor away for Orbeetle. And yeah, the thing behind the picks is Togekiss. I needed a fairy. I missed a fairy. I wanted a fairy. I wanted a redirection. I wanted to get, after Driftblim is out, I wanted to get a flying type. So Togekiss just seemed way too perfect. And yeah, that's why I picked it. Gourgeist, I actually traded Cursor away. That's why Gourgeist came in, because after trading Rillaboom away and Cursor, I was missing my Ghost and my Grass type, so Gourgeist just seemed very perfect. Because Gourgeist actually is a very annoying mon. Has a very, very, very insane, I would say, not coverage, but tankiness. Oh, with like Leech Seed and all that stuff, it's so annoying. And with Frisk, I can scout items. And I actually never played Gourgeist in the league before. That's why I just wanted to, like, yeah, give it a try. Then I also had Orbeetle, because after Meowstic Female was gone, I still wanted a Psychic type. And after seeing Orbeetle get some pretty nasty moves, like Helping Hand, it gets Trick Room, I can set up screens with it. So Orbeetle actually didn't seem that bad. So, and as this season I wanted to try some things I've actually never tried in leagues and in competitive in different competitive aspects. I just wanted to try something new. And Orbeetle I've never played. Same for Gourgeist, same for Cinderace. There's so many mons I've never played. And then the last trade was Meowstic Female for Porygon, because I wanted a bulky Eviolite mon, and Porygon in tier 5 just seemed too good. Because I was building up a pretty decent Trick Room at that time. I could go pretty good speed and also could go the Trick Room route. That's why I wanted to get another Trick Room mon, and Porygon isn't that bad of a Trick Room mon with its abilities and stuff. It has some very good attacks and is a very decent Trick Room setter, because I often live a hit because of Eviolite and Porygon being tanky. So yeah, I hope you liked the video of my team. Wish me luck. I will upload all battles I play. And yeah, make sure to check out all the other content creators from the different things, like the one in VCreate, the other ones in Searing Shot. Make sure to check them all out, leave them a follow, and just enjoy the content we have. And not to forget, enjoy Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, man. Yeah, see you in the next one.